Yep, that felt good. Yeah, that's not part of the intro. That'll probably get cut in though.
Oh, that's getting in there.
I figured it would. Hi guys, welcome back to another horrible podcast where we have no idea what we're calling it because we still haven't decided. Hi Jarv.
Hi, King, and hopefully our audience from the last podcast are going to write a comment telling us what we should call it.
You know, either in the last podcast episode or this podcast episode, whichever one, it's
So you know what to do, guys. Comment below what we should call this abomination, because so far I'm probably going to call it something different each week until we actually get a solid name.
The podcast of pain.
That's your name. Mine's content.
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 Content with a K.
Content with a K, because it's an accent. Right. Should we get straight into the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, I'll take the meat and you take the potatoes. I know how much you like juggling those.
Yeah, I know how you like stroking the meat.
Well, only
anyway.
So, Blizzard and the boycott with Blizzard. That's interesting.
Oh, is it? Should we do a quick synopsis of almost a couple of years worth of information and condensed into about 30 seconds?
You know more about it, so by all
let
means,
let me break it down to you. So basically, there's this mobile games app developer from China who now owns some shares in Blizzard. I think about a year ago, Blizzard announced the Diablo game. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Diablo 4, no, Diablo Immortal, made by this game developer for the Chinese market." Throughout the years, they've tried to change their content to appeal more to a Chinese market, which everybody's fine with, except for they were changing it in the Western release as well. An example of this is Rainbow Six Siege, where they decided to take out the blood, and everyone was like, "Why? Why? Just do it for that one? Why?" And there's a whole other censorship as well. But more recently, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week, depending on when this gets released, Hearthstone tournament, because apparently people still play that game. I haven't played it in years.
I never played it.
I still think Magic the Gathering's better, but aside from that, Hearthstone player won the tournament, big prize, and then he was doing, the post interview as a lot of these sports things do, and then he mentioned his support for Hong Kong. Political time now, because that's always fun on a podcast. Hong Kong has always been one of those places where it's been under rule from different empires and stuff. More recently, it was under the British Empire. It got released at some point, and now the Chinese want it. And so there's a lot going on in Hong Kong where there's a lot of anti-Chinese. They don't want to. They just want to be their own independent state. They just want to be. We want to be left alone, guys. We don't want to be part of you. We don't want to be part of you. We just want to be us. And so this player obviously showed his support at the end, which immediately Blizzard was like, "You're not banned, and we're taking your prize money." And also, those two people who interviewed you, they're also banned. Massive backlash. Eventually, they released a statement on Friday. Official Blizzard was like, "Okay, he's getting his prize money, but him and the two shoutcasters are getting a 6-month. The ban wasn't because he said support for Hong Kong, even though in a previous post on the Hearthstone site, it was because of that." So there's some mixed messaging. If you actually read the article, there's a lot of BS at the beginning of it to kind of make you not want to read all of it, and just cuts to the end where it goes, "Oh, hey, he's not suspended anymore. He's only got a 6-month suspension. He's not banned." But there's a middle section where it's just like a load of bullshit. You read it and you go, "Blizzard, no." So that's the basics. Everybody's like, okay, clearly they're just trying to appeal to a Chinese market, and they're just bound to these, as the meme goes, Chinese overlords. That's the synopsis. That's why everybody was wanting to boycott. That's why there's a lot of, I think there's a few ex-Blizzard employees as well coming out and going against the company as well. That's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, let's get on. Now we know the gist. A very basic.
The jizz?
The gist, not the jizz.
Okay. By the way, that entire time I totally was not making funny faces.
I'm sure. Fuck you.
Hey, I had to bring content somehow, okay?
So censorship. That's the main issue here.
Yeah. So, like, I have the article up, and if future me thinks about it, maybe I'll bring up like some of the article and the places that I've been looking at on the article.
I've been following this a lot more closely as the news brings breaking out because censorship and all that stuff is something I'm very interested in. I'm more of a
Article
advocate.
13.
Yeah, I'm more of an advocate of freedom of speech. Thank you, Article fucking fuck yourself.
Yeah.
European Union.
So
bad as the Chinese government.
What I think is crazy, like reading into this, Chung, who is the young man who said
question.
something,
The Hearthstone player.
Yeah, he spoke one slogan for a pro-democracy protest.
Yes.
Not like it was pro-communism, not like it was like pro-socialism. It was pro-democracy, which has been proved in multiple countries that democracy is one of the more stable forms of.
As far as statistics go, democracy is so far the best system we've had.
Yeah, and so
in terms of it's not perfect. Let's point out?
Yeah, by no means.
But I know, but considering the other options we've got so far, what has happened in the past, yes, democracy is the best. But as we know, China isn't a democracy state.
Yeah,
surprise.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. What UK wasn't for a while, and then they ended up.
Technically, I would like to point out that UK still isn't technically a democracy state. We're still a monarchy because we have a king and queen.
Yeah, but you have like your houses.
We have a parliament. We have like
parliament
a front to show we are a democracy. But at any time, she could technically she has to dissolve parliament before we elect a new prime minister. So
yeah, I don't know how all that works.
If we want to get specific, it's technically was still a monarchy.
Yeah, but it's a democratic monarchy.
Yeah, it's a democratic monarchy. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I think it's a little crazy. Like, it's not like he was saying racist stuff or he was saying something absolutely horrible. He's from Hong Kong, so I can see why he would be all about, supporting Hong Kong being free. And by the way, the memes from this
are hysterical, and you should
top notch. Like,
check them out, please.
Probably like over there if future me has brain, big brain, future me, right there.
Yeah. So as we're talking about, like, it was just, purely. People were just Blizzard. Why? And it's mainly people are more annoyed at the fact that they're kind of doing it for China. Now, to play devil's advocate, in Blizzard's defense, this is really horrible. They did say that you should really stick to it to be about the video games.
Yeah, but I mean,
that is in their terms of service. It should be about the video games, but more people are more annoyed at the fact that the overreaction originally.
Well, see, that's complete and total trash, though, because
obviously, yeah, but
let's be fair. It can be all about the video games, but you and I both know we are still both just people. And so he's just a person, and that has a large effect on him. And so him winning that, I'm sure at some point he was like, I want to win this. I want to get this prize money. I want to be able to get this whole ordeal so that I can help myself and my family be able to be a little bit safer, a little bit better off, and get away from all of this. So, like, there's no keep it about the video games. Like, our lives are what keeps it about the video games. Blizzard, get with the program.
The argument is that he's coming onto it knowing full well what the rules are. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. Okay, I am completely in agreement with you.
Jarvis is fully with Blizzard on this, guys.
Yeah.
Ban Jarvis! Just ban him!
Blizzard for life! Chinese overlords, please. But again, it's the overreact. It's like, ban, take his money. No, he just mentioned a slogan.
Yeah,
and then the fact that the shoutcasters as well. were also
Yeah,
banned.
why were the shoutcasters banned? They didn't have any control over that dude.
I'm trying to defend you guys, but you're like, no, they're banned as well. What? Why? Because they didn't do anything. What do you do in that situation? It's like when somebody comes in your chat and says a profound word that
a racist word of
all
some
you could
sort.
do. It's like if you ban it, but apparently you still get banned for it. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? He typed it. I deleted it. I moved away, but I'm still getting banned. No.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Like I could even see if there was a full conversation about it, but he literally said one line to show his support for his home, his literally where he had just been and where it's complete mess right now.
Because
and then that was it.
The whole situation with China and Hong Kong.
Yeah, and that was it. Like, there's no reason for ban. I could see, like, hey, that's probably not something that you want to say, but, we'll kind of let it slide because that is something kind of crazy going on in your life now.
If I was Blizzard, well, if I was Blizzard, bow to my Chinese overlords, but if I was in that situation, I was a CEO, I would do a ban, but I wouldn't do a permanent ban. It would just be like a slap on the wrist, kind of, like just a 2-month. We get that that's your platform, but we want to keep it about the games. But to go this overboard straight away, and we should say that they did bring it back to the 6 months suspension, and they did give back his prize money, only because people were completely up in arms about it. And I think they also mentioned that Blizzard's stock prices dropped, but when I checked the stocks, they dropped, and then they just went straight back up. It literally, I mean, a mass boycott is going to have to happen for it to seriously affect Blizzard's sales. But you also got to remember that the whole reason this is happening is because they're focusing on the Chinese market. And they're like, well, we could probably make up all these recuperated losses over there.
Yeah, Blizzard had to drop in stocks, and then it's just like, whee, right back up. It was crazy.
Just, yeah.
I will say, though, I think it's funny, at the end of the article here, of course, they had to bring in other companies, and what better one than Epic Games, who everybody knows is Fortnite. And it says, Epic Games, which makes the hugely popular game Fortnite, told The Verge they wouldn't do what Blizzard did. Epic supports everyone's right to express their views on politics and human rights. We wouldn't ban or punish a Fortnite player or content creator for speaking on these topics.
I'll point out that Blizzard stock went down 4.21% that day, and it's now only it's roughly down 0.05%.
Yeah,
and also let's talk about
yeah. So, which I still think it's crazy. Just I don't know.
This is the world we live in right now, and I'm also disappearing into the Aether apparently as I do a quick fix on this. There we go. This is it just shows that companies are mainly about
money,
profits, money, markets. Even with Epic coming out and saying, "Oh, we're not about this," that's basically them promoting themselves to try and get more sales.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of crazy. But I mean, at least Epic, while they're known for Fortnite and all that, at least they're somewhat decent with the games and stuff like that they bring out. I'm saying somewhat decent as in they're not gonna do some
their
nonsense
store needs
like
work, and also their exclusivity. That's
a topic for a different day.
I think we should probably start wrapping this up.
Yeah. Hey, pat on the back, clap, yay, we did it. 15 minutes and 21 seconds.
I think in conclusion is Blizzard
bad Blizzard.
Nobody
likes snow anyway.
You done goofed again.
Nobody likes snow anyways. Get out of here. I pointed up. I don't know why. Go over there. But
anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a comment. We're
Let
probably
us
gonna
know.
get
Yeah, we're gonna get like, this is bad. Ban.
burn. I get big games. I like this. I swear.
Don't.
Goddamn Westerners talking about democracy and how perfect it is. I didn't say it was perfect. I said
No,
it's the
far
best
from. Yeah, we're gonna have so
best
much
we've
hate.
got so far. If you come up with something better, let us know in the comment section below. Do not say
Or just tell us what we should name these nonsensical podcasts down below.
Please, and also leave a like on my video and a dislike on King's video.
No, you don't want to do that. You want to leave a dislike on Jarv's because Jarv always deserves dislikes.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And
thumbs
also
down
subscribe.
for Jarv, thumbs up for me. Subscribe, ring that bell. Ding! And we'll call it.
We should probably just
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
bye, guys.
Bye, guys.